Should have did like this. Should have did it over here. Should have did it over here. Oh no. There we go. We gotta have something for the. We gotta have something at the top for the thumbnail. Hey everybody, it's me, Derek the Chocolate Botanist, and I am here on Effort Fridays. Now I know y'all like, what does Effort Friday means? I'm doing something with my plants, okay? I'm finicking with it, I'm fertilizing it, I'm something else. So here's what I want you to do. Check this out, share it with your people. Hey Faithlyn, Sherry, Mad Data, Jera, all of y'all. This is a beautiful philodendron, maybe jungle boogie or something like that. I don't remember what this is, but I did this one a month or so ago with you all. This leaf is left, but this plant is looking beautiful now. I've been watering and fertilizing this bad boy because we noticed it was looking rough, right? And I am helping this plant to look better. I dispel so many plant hacks that are just frankly BS, madness to you all. Hey hippie, Shane, hey, Minnesota, Mesmemes, Minnesota, are you in St. Olaf? So I am here. This is your chance. Now, what I'm going to do is, if one of you has a plant, this just came to me from the Spirit of God, hallelujah. If one of you has a plant that you want me to look at, hey, Stephen, I was just thinking about you and Stephen. Hippie, hey, Curtis, if one of you has a plant, there's a lot more people than I'm used to coming up here. Hey, Rob, if one of you has, I keep repeating the same thing because I'm so happy to see all y'all in here. If one of you has a plant that you want me to look at you with you, bring it on the camera and we'll see if we can figure it out, okay? Because we're going to figure it out Effort Friday. Okay, this is my beautiful plant. This is my baby, and I've been taking good care of her, helping her out. I started around 8:50, so that means in 30 minutes, Christina, don't you do this to me, hippie. Don't you come for me, hippie. I did not send the FedEx people for you because they got laid off. So with that being said, y'all share this out to 5 people and you ask me your questions below. Now, I'm going to be looking at some of my plants and I'm going to be doing some of my plant chores with you all. You get to see me with my plants. And this one, again, is looking much better. I wish I had the comparison video, but I can't remember. I'd have to look back a while back for that one. But what did I do to this plant? It was looking a little rough. Okay, you're on the wrong account. Okay, Rob. Oh, Rob, bring the other account. But I have had to touch this plant up because it just needed some help. I've been fertilizing. I've been giving this some microbial inoculants and everything else. Don't y'all come for me in the comments. And I just loved it. I just love how beautiful it's looking now. Hey, planter Rob. Phelan, if you want to bring your stinging nettle, if you want to show a thriving plant, you can do that too. I'm going to show a couple of my thriving babies, and then I'm going to get started on something in here. I don't know what yet, okay? But ain't this looking good? Can we get some comments for this? Those of you watching in the future, I should have said this at top. Tell me what plant you're most excited about this summer. Are we in summer yet? Is it still spring? We're still in spring. What plant you're most excited about this spring? Hey, Sharon Folklore, I'm going to go get another plant real quick. Y'all keep going. Y'all keep telling me what plant you are the most excited about this spring. I also want to show y'all my Clivia. Get a little light up here. Let's see who else is up here. Hey, she is gorgeous, ain't she? Hey, Sharon. Hey, the plant bender. Y'all get to show me your plants that either look beautiful or your plants that you want to show off, or the plants that you're like, Derek, I need some help with this and we can talk it out. I'm going to start some cucumbers, cucamelons. We got some people who are happy about their fern leaf melon. My Pride of Barbados is flowering. You got to send me a picture of that, Rob. These tomatoes. We got my buddy plant bender up here. I want to show y'all my Clivia. Now this Clivia, it came to me from a friend, and you growing loofah? Please send me one. I ain't grown loofah in a couple of years. This Clivia wasn't looking too alivia. I did a video of this a while back, and I adjusted its soil media, and this got all types of gnats on top of it. And this is because I haven't been watering like I should with my mosquito dunks. So I need to definitely take them and get that into here because there's all types of gnats in my face in this. But these are beautiful, are they not? Let me show you another one I'm proud of. And any of you that want to come up here with me, just send me a request. These propagations, we did this on one of the last Effort Fridays maybe. Excited for my mugwort. When you said mugwort, I thought of mandrakes from Harry Potter. Yes, Harry Potter symbols. So this is some propagation I was doing of a Philodendron erubescens. And one of these that I buried, it was kind of like, if it comes up, it did. So I'm happy about that. I need to put this in an area where it could get a little bit more heat and really push out some root growth. But we got some growth up here. Hey, inside Monica's world. So, and then the last plant I'm going to show y'all I'm excited about is, let me get a cutting. Which cutting you want, Plant Bender? Okay, you got a couple of plants I want a cutting off of. Is this one, which looks a little rough, but it's simple, but it's a Synganium. This Synganium white butterfly. It is beautiful. I got it for the $5, I believe, from Plants and Things, TNT in the Atlanta area, I believe. And it's amazing. Is there a screaming monster baby root at the bottom? That's funny. I think mugwort and mandrake, because mugwort, I can't remember if they're all the same plant. Let's go. I'm here to cause chaos. Okay, here to cause chaos. So we see this, and this is looking beautiful. I propagated one of these babies off, and it has a whole full plant. So I'm going to be doing some stuff today, and I want you all to join in. Now, here's what we're doing to join in. Those of you who are watching this in the future, I want you to share this with somebody. Those of you watching this now, I want you to use the paper airplane at the bottom and share this, right? If you want to buy a badge, you can. If you want to just give to me directly, you can. Because, you know, the people had said after I posted some AI stuff that Derek was like, oh my goodness, he's getting money and he can pay artists. So let's prove these people to where they need to be. We're going to do all of that there. So I'm going to show y'all a plant that I'm not too pleased with. And, you know, it happens. I show the plants that I'm having some faults with because you have plants that you got fault with. Right? If I never show you a plant I got fault with, I'm not really showing you how to grow. So I want y'all to see this. Okay. If y'all are ready, go ahead and throw some hearts, throw some comments. I'm ready. Throw some comments because this plant I got in 2019, I believe, or maybe 2020, at the very latest 2021. And I got it from the Facebook Marketplace. Okay, we love the Facebook Marketplace. A woman, I think her name is Colleen Lai. I got this plant from her. And I was so excited because it seemed rare and I was getting all these things. And I was excited. I'm happy. And you grabbing your stuff, you coming up here, Rob, you let me know. I was excited. And I'm going to show y'all what this is. This is my Rhaphidophora Discurva. And I've renamed it just now to Rhaphidophora Disappointing. This is disappointing to me. Why? You see this one leaf? I tried to bury the stem, hoping maybe another root would take hold, because there's just this one leaf, which it struggled to kick this out. There was another leaf that fell, and it struggled to kick this out. So here's what we're going to do today. I'm going to go through this soil and look at it. I'm going to give this a treatment like I've given some of the other ones, where I've tried to increase some of the aeration of the soil. Hey, Christy 93. And I'm going to see if we can get this excited again. It looks like your Peru. And I have other plants that are like this. I have another plant I want to show y'all, but I'd have to go like into the kitchen area where I have a philodendron that is like this long vining philodendron, and it has no leaves except near the top, like the top portion. So I'm talking about it now. I want to show it to you, but we got to get over like 15 people and then I'll show it. But Artemisias is exactly who's overgrowing my entire garden. So hey, Donatello Oak and Michelle Scully, We get over 15, I'll show you all this thing I just did and I'm so happy of. Anything over raw. So what we're going to do is, before we get over 15, or while we're getting to 15 people watching at the same time, I'm going to take, and this beautiful pot is what she gave it to me in. I'm going to take this, we're going to get up on the, we're going to get on up, which is getting down here on the flow. And I believe I have everything I already need from another repotting I did on the TikTok earlier this week. Okay. We're going to see if we can fix this. Now I feel like, because this is like stuck in time, I better be pronouncing names right. I feel like since this is stuck in time, it's just not growing any more roots than the last time I looked at this years ago. I feel like I looked at these roots a long time ago. But what we're going to do is we're going to go for it. My screen. Hey, Asadula and my small green world. Hey, y'all. So we're going to look at this and take it out. I'm going to de-root this. So again, those of you who are like, I got plants I want you to look at, Derek, you bring them on. You join me, but we only going to be up here for a little bit. I wasted a lot of time giving this preface. So, because I've been up here way longer than I thought I had, waving to y'all. I got to get better at not getting distracted. So we're going to go ahead and get on down. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready for the drop? There we go. And that's drop one. Let's drop two. Point it down. My whole light fell. It's okay. So, do I know what species of Artemisia is growing? Because some Artemisia are native to the Americas. Or you're talking to one of those people. So, we have this. This is going to be my container where I'm going to be doing some of my growing. I'm going to pull at my thighs a little bit, so I hope that's not a problem. And we're going to go ahead and go. I am going to, this is some soil left over from some repotting I was doing early in the week. I'm not too worried. Love your setup, looks comfy. It can be. I generally like to be on the floor. I try to just get like a separate room to be in when I'm doing all of this. And I don't be doing it because I just work in the living room. I just like to be out here in the living room. So I'm going to go ahead and dump this out. I have big hands, so I'm going to try to hold this so I don't break stems. I'm just going to turn over and give a nice hit. Okay. And sure enough, what do we have here? A stem that looks barely rooted. Y'all see that? This thing has just been growing in this media. It's just barely existing. There's no roots up here. And I feel like I remember looking at this, but you can see barely any roots. Bro, that bowl is empty. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, Rob. You know, people be finding success with their nonprofit world and stuff and doing things for Mother's Day and that real different. So y'all see there's no roots on this. Now I do have an aerial root here, an aerial root here, and an aerial root here. So I have some aerial roots, but the majority of this is just bare. You would think for it to get this little bit, it would have more. Now I could go and try to transition this to a water prop and go from there. Hey, let's talk. I could try to transition this to a water prop and go from there, but I'm not. Because I have a lot of water propagations going on right now. Okay, and if we get to 15 people watching, I may do some of them. So what am I going to do? Maybe I never took this out because I don't even remember. This paper doesn't look like me. Could be me. I don't remember doing that. So the first thing I'm going to do is, this pot was kind of like right here. So I'm going to actually add some more soil. I'm going to set this to the side here, and I'm going to add a couple of things. I have this Michael. I'm curious if you do something different than what I would do. So typically, if I was like, Derek, let's not be frustrated here. Let's just throw this in water, let it get some good roots. I would probably even, which I don't want to do a cut because it's been sitting like this for so long. I would set this whole thing in water, get some good roots growing, and then throw it in. But Derek is frustrated because how dare this thing not have roots? So I'm going to add some of this Michael, this mycorrhizal, which would help encourage root growth. That's part one. Part 2 is I'm going to mix this up, and I'm going to add in some sand some soil I have here. This is some soil I bagged up. Why did the bag shrink like this? I don't know, but it did. I should have some music playing in the background, but it did. It doesn't smell bad, but it's like it just shrunk on itself. I don't know why it did that. So I'm going to pour all this out. And this is, again, a recycled soil mix that I have put together sometime last year. I bag them up so when I go to classes, if I start bagging up soil early, then I never have to be like, oh no, I need soil like tomorrow. I'm going to break this up. And it pretty much smells like a good soil mix. Nice hiss. And look at that. So these leaves that are here, because I was cutting up some rose propagations. I'm going to put that in. I'm not going to add that. I thought I had a fertilizer, slow release over here near me, but I guess I don't. I'm going to add a little bit of perlite from the bag. I see. Yeah, I'm going to add a little bit of perlite. And before I start mixing, I'm just going to spray this down. Because I started learning, like, maybe I shouldn't be breathing in this perlite dust. Maybe I shouldn't just be so difficult all my life. Now, people generally prefer a chunky mix. And I do have some pine bark hidden in this house. The keyword is hidden. And I don't want to have to do anything on them. Rob is asking about those rose propagations. I'll show them at the end. I just started them this week. They're from my, actually you were there. They're from my grandfather's rose. This is something that I got sent from Hummert. That's the name of that company. I could not think of them. And it's supposed to enhance your soil. You're supposed to use 8 ounces for up to 30 cubic feet, or 1/3 of an ounce, treating individual plants at the base of the soil, or after transplanting, or you could put it in the hole where the plant is being set. So we're going to try to follow that as well. Let's see what we got here. I would love to keep it. Y'all are talking about this thing. If you want that root, I'd stick it in more water. I'd stick to a more water-retaining soil mix. So this that I'm using, even though I added a little bit of vermiculite into it, is that I should have went into that. So good job of cushioning that, Rob. This is a core and peat mix. And as you can see, that bag that was like squished in has been squished in the bag, sucked in, and that other one's more sucked in, and just chilling out. It's not going to lose as much water as I would like it to be. Hey, Jay Beasley. I'm going to add in some of this from We the Wild, which is enriched powder, because I just believe in just effing around and doing a lot of different things. Now, granted, my plants are beautiful, and I know my limitations to take. So because I've added all this stuff in here, I'm not going to fertilize this one for a bit, because all of this other stuff is going to be adding a little bit of nutrients in there. Why is mint your nemesis, Rob? I love a mint. And the next thing I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to see if I can plant this something like this. So we see if it's down here like this, a lot of the aerial roots are covered. But I want this to be up. So something like this. I'm trying to like pose this in the pot. But something where a lot of the aerial root would be covered up and be basically below this ring here, this rim, without covering up that leaf. So now that I got it, I'm going to cover it up. This soil is actually like moist, and I'm going to tap it in. Mint doesn't understand personal space. I don't either. Hey, I'm a geek girl. So I just repotted this. And again, I'm just going to hit tap, tap, tap. tap this soil in because I want to make sure when this does get watered, it'll be chill. I'm just going to go ahead and hit this with some water, but I'll do it off camera. And then all the rest of the water will settle down. Well, hopefully, since all of these aerial roots are covered, we should be good. Now, I don't want to cover this leaf. We say, like, what happens if I cover the leaf? If I was to cut this leaf off, then it would put more energy into making another leaf and getting more roots. And again, I probably should have just put this into my prop station where the water is, but I'm not going to do that. This was a pretty quick one. We're done. I'm going to give it a little bit of, there's something I had that was supposed to help with like root production, a microbial I had. Actually, I already added that, but another one, but we'll see. So, what fun. And y'all got to look at my legs. Ain't that nice? Ain't that nice? And I'm going to put this back in so this leaf can kind of stand up on it. I always tell people be careful with mint. Laminaceae is smarter than you and it will take over. They will. So those, if somebody said, well, I want to look at your rose propagation. This is my rose propagation. So it's just in a little jar. This is a little jar from a coffee shop. Maybe it's well known, I don't know, but they sell coffee. They started in Seattle, and I had got some of their coffee recently. And you can see the cuts are here. I'm going to show the video eventually of me and my aunt and brother propagating these. These are from my grandfather's roses that he planted years ago, and now that he's passed, I wanted some of these roses. And I never thought to propagate roses. Most people don't, because you can do, like, if I lived there, if I lived in town, I would literally air layer. So I would take like a long stem, bury it underground, so some of the stem can still be out, strip the leaves of the part that's underground, put a heavy rock or brick under it, water it in, keep watering it in, and over time, I would just get another plant that's connected, right? And that's a good technique to do when you're trying to like get another plant. You're welcome. This is beautiful. My grandfather planted these roses. We put them in together. I may have been like 16, 17. I may have been even like 18 or 19. I might have been driving by then. But I put a little bit of a dip and grow, I believe it is, in the water. So this is pretty much going to be, next week will be the first week. And I'm just going to go from there. Because you do it with orange trees, you can do it with any trees. You do it with a tree, you want to make sure you're doing it with green growth, softwood, the bendy, springy parts. Some trees you can still do it with hardwood, but I always would say go to a cooperative extension page and see how to like propagate it from there. But with orange trees, I feel like they grow them off of rootstock. So a rootstock is the roots are disease resistant to certain roots or to certain pathogens and diseases, and then they just like splice on or graft on the actual fruit tree you want. So I would just keep that in mind. It may just be better just to buy an actual propagated plant if you can. Hey, Sorex cineris, dip and grow like a rooting hormone. Yes, that same stuff. So I'm going to take y'all to the other thing I have going on, and I'm going to jump off of here because I try not to be up here too long anymore. I used to do hours back in the day, but the people don't be giving me the play they used to give me back in the day. They don't want me like they used to. So let's do this. I have this beautiful philodendron, right? Party people. This beautiful philodendron. In the comments, type beautiful philodendron. And this beautiful philodendron is indeed beautiful, but the problem is it's a long vine. And the vine is mostly bare. Okay? So we're going to look at it right here. This is my beautiful philodendron, and it looks like, now that I'm actually looking at it, it's getting a little baby right here, a little extra sprig right here, and y'all can see there's just been leaves that just died, and we got a little section here that kind of had something come up, and then is going, and then it's getting some leaves kind of here, and these are its leaves hanging right here. I had said, I've tried to prop this, but I ended up forgetting which way was up, and then it just rotted. So I put it in a glass jar right here. This glass jar. So now I know which way is up. So I could just cut and prop this, but I was like, I don't want to have to go through the drama of trying to figure out, okay, like now that this is right here, should I just cut right here or keep going? Because frankly, I could put that in and go from there. But I have an idea. Y'all. And this idea came to me thinking about air layering. Okay, and again, I put it into this water, gave it a little bit of fertilizer in that water. You see how big these roots are? This has been maybe like 3 weeks of root growth. And y'all know I like it big. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to get a pot and some soil. And I am going to put that little baby, that little root baby, in soil. And then I'm going to move another section of it down, the whole thing down. Hey, Njomo. I'm going to move a whole other section of it down and keep propagating. And then once I get like another 6 inches of the vine propagated, I'm going to then do a big chop. Why am I do a big chop? Because this is a big plant and I've been wanting to chop it back and give it some time to really pull itself back out. So let's do that, okay? So I got my thing here. I got my pot. Long time no see. Hey, how you been? Ewoks Farms. I can't have indoor plants because my dumb cat eats them. Even when they don't hurt, huh? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to see if I can move this over. One of these days I'm going to have like an actual camera person do all this for me. But until then, we're going to do this. So we're going to go right here. We're zoomed in. I'm going to just move this here without breaking any glass. I thought I was going to be able to shift this in here. And he did it. Oh, yes, he did it. And he did it. Oh, yes, he did it. So I'm going to put some paper at the bottom of this so that way I don't have any soil leaking out. I'm going to fill this up. I'm going to put a little space here, a little space. Sometimes you got to finger it to get a little space in there. And I am going to put this right here. I'll clean that off. Is this another root? That's not. That was a failed leaf. So we're going to clean that off. And I'm going to bury this right here. Now I want to take this piece off because it's in my way. And I need a pair of shears. So I'm going to go ahead and do them real quick. Not me choking. Cut this right here. We're cutting that right there because there is no nodes on this piece. No nodes, so we're good to go. I'm not going to cut the whole piece off. I'm just going to bury it like that. And I'm going to bury it. I'm going to push it in. And because I'm pushing it in, I'm now acknowledging this is going to start. Hey, Reg, just me. This is going to start right here. And this is going to be my new baby. Now, I could go and start propagating down, right? So down this and down to it. But I don't want to do that because that's going in the other direction that I don't want to go. I want to go backwards, so up and around. So now that I've done that, I'm going to put these down. I'm going to grab this and this. Grab these two without knocking everything over. Now that I've done that, and this is a very intricate process here. Enjoy your new home plant, baby. You're right about that. Now that I've done that, it's right here. And now I'm going to pick off some of these failed leaves, because there's like a leaf like right here. And I'm just going to set that in the water next. I'm going to just go closer to where this plant is. So I want to go where I have a nice length of piece as I'm climbing up. Hey, Caprice Keymac. So I want to go up as I'm going up because I want a longer piece. I want these to be long pieces that I can have rooted. And what I'm going to do is, I think right here, I'm going to put this piece. I feel the aerial roots here and here, and where my thumbs are. I'm going to see if I can bend both of these pieces. He broke it. Dumb Derek. Okay, we got that out. We got that out of our system. It's okay. It's all right. We're going to put this piece, which is what I guess we were going to do anyway. Put that piece in. We want to make sure we get just the node here, so we can get more of it in the water. It's amazing that other one bent for me, and I was real good with it. I wasn't on camera or nothing, and this one didn't. It's okay. It's okay. So that one's now bent. Now, what does that mean for the rest of this? That means I'm still going to keep this piece. I guess the question by itself now. I'm going to push that over to the side, and we're going to hope to get some roots off of that. So now this piece is literally by itself now. It has no choice but to be by itself now. I could propagate these other pieces because they do have these aerial roots here, but I don't want to do that. So I was really hoping to be able to just do more props, but it's okay though. It's all right. It's okay. So now I have the mama, and this is the original plant it came from. This was Philodendron Mayoi. Okay, cover this price tag so y'all be my business. Philodendron Mayoi. So since it came from this here, part of me just wants to just start propping, but oh, that fell off in my hands too. Look at this. It's like God is like pushing me in that direction. Hey, Squinty. So this fell off in my hands like this. I'm going to clear it off, and I'm going to put this in water. I'm going to cut to where this node is so I can get as much as possible. This is probably going to die because it's already yellow, and it's like fragile. It's actually brittle. It's kind of brittle in my hands, but I'm going to see if this can go and come, and I'm going to have to check this once it starts rotting. If it does start rotting, I'll have to take it out. That's something I didn't want happening. Well, that's great. Philodendron Mayoi propagated, and then I still have this mama right here who now doesn't have any leaves. She has something coming up here, hopefully a leaf, but this soil is kind of dry. This soil is dry, so I'm going to water you. I guess I'm going to do that big chop I was talking about now, huh? I'll probably do that next week. I don't feel like doing any more up here today. I'm just going to go ahead and water this in and hope for the best. So that is it, y'all. Effort Fridays. Ayo. So, whoop. I don't seem like I catch it. Y'all have a beautiful day. Remember, you can F around and find out if you want to, but I'd rather F around and fix what's going on with my plants. Tune in. I'll put a schedule up soon of these so that way you'll know like when I'm going to be live, because I've should be like scheduling these. And come to me with your plant questions. This is your opportunity. So y'all have a beautiful weekend, and I'll talk at y'all soon.